On January 30th at 8:48 p.m., my wife's phone rang. It was a phone call that all parents fear. Our 18-year-old son, my little bear, had been in an accident. While driving down a country road at night with his 11-year-old brother in the car with him, he lost control and flipped the car on its windshield and slid through a frozen cornfield. I can't describe the fear I felt in my heart at that moment. But this is not a story about loss. This is a lesson in strength and willpower.
So basically what happened, driving down a road, and it was pitch black outside, and no, I didn't spot a stop sign, and it was a little bit too late before I could stop all the way. Before I knew it, I started tumbling in the field. The car did flip over once and skidded to a stop. I was hanging upside down with my little brother, so I unbuckled myself, and I felt pain in my back, and I knew my back had been severely damaged.
It's the morning of his surgery. 9 a.m. he goes in to have titanium rods put in the vertebrae above and below his L1 vertebrae. It's a rough night. Sitting in a hospital with your son while his back is broken, and just taking care of him, trying to make sure he's comfortable. We'll get through this.
I calmed down my little brother and everything like that, had him test his door. It didn't budge, but when I tested my door, I felt it unlock, but it didn't move. So I had to end up kicking the door open to get it out, because I heard some kind of liquid going through the car, and I didn't want, to be in a car that was, on fire. So we crawl out the car, and I'm standing around, knowing my back is injured and stuff like that, but I have more important things to do, get help. Luckily, my little brother had no, major physical injuries, so I had him call our mother while going to the road to flag someone down while I sat down, because I know if I moved, I could, cause more physical damage to myself. He managed to get somebody's attention with their phone light, and the guy told us that he couldn't even see our car outside of the out in the field.
We're day 2 of Ian's recovery. Yesterday he had a 7 or 8 hour surgery on the vertebrae, his L1 vertebrae. They were able to place those titanium rods above and below, and they were actually able to get the support for the crushed vertebrae that he has. Currently we're just resting, and but we're hopeful because we're on the first step of recovery. So thank you everybody for your kind words and your well wishes, and he really appreciates it. He's been sleeping for the most part, but we got him representation of the good frog and the healing bear. So baby bear is on the mend. Let's just hurry up and wait at this point. Thank you.
Please make sure my little brother was okay. Make sure he was going to be, mentally and physically okay, because at that point I didn't care what happened to me. It taught me even, not paying attention for the slightest split of second can turn your whole world upside down, figuratively and literally. And I plan to, not make that mistake again. That crash could easily have killed me or my little brother. Now, I am grateful that my little brother is, 100% fine. He no broken bones, just a couple, bumps and bruises. I am able to walk, so once this is healed, I'll be able to, wrestle with my siblings and, hang out with them.
What do you do when someone you love is broken? What do you do as a parent when it's your baby boy going under the knife and the threat of paralysis looms like Damocles' blade? The answer to that is easy. You do the same thing you do when they're outside playing or eating dinner around the table, or when they want to show you their drawing. You love them, and in those moments when you can look into their eyes, you tell them how much they mean to you and that they are not alone, that you couldn't be prouder of them. And in the moments that they can't walk, that you'll be there to carry them.